Slave DiBiase.
What's up? What's up? What's up with all of y'all? Welcome to another live episode of the Offenders Initiative podcast. I am your illustrious host, Slave DiBiase, aka Slave Daniel Richards, aka Tony Spark, aka Victor Von Slay. And we are here on another live episode for another 420 sesh. Now, I know I'm a little late. I had some things going on over here. I had a little situation over here that kind of got me a little down or whatever. But we up. You feel me? Got me up all night. Yeah, straight like that. So hold on. I'm about to get this ready for y'all. Hold on. Today, y'all see exactly what we on. Y'all see exactly what we on. You understand me? Look at the caption. His and her review. Jim Jones versus Dame Dash. The footage that should have came out a year ago, if you ask me. And Dr. Doom lifts Mjolnir. Oh no, we got to talk about that. I think we need to talk about that immediately. You feel me? Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom has been rumored in the movie to possibly be lifting Mjolnir, meaning he's worthy. Oh nah, man. I need to see some sort of reaction to all of this, man, because this is a little crazy to me, man. Hold on. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, big baby. Hold on. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it pushes out to the algae that y'all love when I'm doing or whatever. And again, tell me what you're smoking on and tell me what subject you're most interested in today. I'm still smoking this vape from Flying Horse. It's a 3-in-1 still. Strawberry pop and After Love. That's an indica and a sativa. Putting them all in one right there. Let me get us right here. Okay. So shit. Ooh. That's knocking me on my ass right quick, man. Y'all know how that get down. Dr. Doom possibly will be lifting Thor's hammer in this movie. How are we feeling about that? I just want everybody to sit there and think about that. Think about that. Because that's yet another person in the universe that's worthy. We're going to react to this plot leak by Cosmic Wonder. Salute to them and those good folks. Make sure you give them a like, comment, and subscribe. You understand me? Yeah, we're going to get right into that. We're not playing no games at all. So let me share like with y'all right quick. Share my screen. We're going to get into this right here. Okay.
We have some insane reports to go over today about Avengers Doomsday concerning Dr. Doom, Thor, and Loki. And honestly, this is exactly what I want from Avengers Doomsday. Scenes like the one that's been reported here to happen, I think would just make this movie absolutely incredible. And this also raises some really interesting questions that I do think ties into the movie very well, specifically with who Dr. Doom actually is and what he's trying to do during this movie. What is going on, Cosmic Crew? Thanks for stopping by the channel today. Like I said, insane reports. Let's just get into it. There's three parts to this, three different reports, but the first one and second one kind of go together. But the first one, you may have seen this going around online right now because it's kind of everywhere. We have a report that Doom and Thor are going to fight. And it's not just going to be a normal fight. Thor is apparently going to get his butt kicked. And in this fight, Doom reportedly will pick up Mjolnir. That's huge. And of course, you have to wonder, well, okay,
Well, hold on. I just read that caption, y'all. We're gonna come back to this still, but I just read that caption. It says, and this is by way of a cat named Carl at Project Hertz on Twitter. He says, I'm hearing a lot of crazy stuff right now. When Thor was praying to Odin, that was him praying for a fight he believes he's about to lose. When Thor meets Dr. Doom, Thor is going to get his ass kicked so bad that Doom is going to want him to use his hammer for a fair fight. Now, we already see Thor carrying around Stormbreaker. If Doom is able to imagine RDJ's Dr. Doom picking up Mjolnir and throwing it at Thor like, pick it up, God of Thunder. Yeah, pick it up, God of Thunder. Let's see what you really got. After whooping his ass, you had the axe. Use your other weapon along with it. Come on, let's go. I got you. And if you can remember, that's another callback to when Tony Stark was trying to lift the hammer and he couldn't because he wasn't worthy. A worthy RDJ Dr. Doom tossing the hammer to Thor like, bitch, pick it up. I dare you. What you gonna do? That hammer ain't finna save you. Neither is that weak ass axe you got. Oh, no, I need to see that. I need to see that in live action, big baby. Chris Hemsworth, I need to see the pretty smacked off your face. That's the only way this movie's gonna be all right.
that's huge. And of course, you have to wonder, well, okay, how is Doom worthy to lift Mjolnir? We'll get to that. But there's a lot of people talking right now, and there's people online saying that I'm hearing that when Thor is praying to Odin, it's him praying for a fight he believes he is about to lose. And the report says when Thor meets Dr. Doom, Thor just gets his butt kicked so bad that Doom actually grabs his hammer and throws it back to Thor and says, come on, God of Thunder. I expected more. Something along those lines.
Oh, wow. But here's another question. Is Doom really worthy, or did he hack the enchantment? Because Thor's hammer, it can be hacked, and anybody can pick it up if you know how to do the magic. All it is magic. Thor, Loki, Odin, all of them, all that stuff, it's magic. Which on our Earth is science. Meaning, if he tried hard enough and did enough research, he could probably hack the enchantment on Thor's hammer. We don't know what's going to, this is about to be crazy, man.
But the big report is that Dr. Doom wields Mjolnir. So, I mean, like, that's actually insane to me. So, like, people are online are saying, so, like, when Dr. Doom and Thor are fighting and Doom is laying the smackdown on Thor's candy and Doom picks up Mjolnir and tosses it back at Thor and says, come on, God of Thunder, pick it up. Is that all you've got? Proving that even Dr. Doom is indeed the villain, but in reality is actually worthy because his intention is to save the multiverse and bring balance and order. Then what? This is
okay. If the universe deems him worthy because he's trying to save the multiverse, then he very well might be powerful enough to pick up that hammer. But in my opinion, if you look here at the live action Dr. Doom that they have right here, RDJ's Dr. Doom, you'll notice on one shoulder he has kind of like excuse me, this motherfucker be hidden. He has kind of like a symbol, like the same kind of symbol that Captain Marvel has on her chest on one rune, and then on and then on the other one, there's a picture of a hammer that looks kind of like Thor's hammer. So he may have his suit may just be like a hack itself. His suit might be covered in so much magic and runes that he can pretty much do anything.
is exactly what I'm talking about. It raises a very interesting question about how Doom could actually be worthy, which I think does tie into what he is actually trying to do, at least originally. I did a video on this a couple of days ago. I do believe originally Doom wants to save the multiverse, but I think we're going to get to a point to where he realizes that it can't be saved. And there's just too many factors and too many people like Steve Rogers that go and do things and tamper with different timelines, and rules are broken that aren't supposed to be broken. And it just causes these branches, and eventually the multiverse just experiences too many incursions. It's a domino effect, and the whole entire thing can't be saved. But we've always heard that Doom views himself as the villain and is actually doing things. Or I'm sorry, we've always heard that Doom does view himself as the hero.
He definitely views himself as the hero. I'm also hearing other things. Y'all walk with me here. I'm also hearing that he might not even be revealed to look like to he might not be revealed to look like Tony Stark until Secret Wars. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Him, Robert Downey Jr. getting cast as Doctor Doom, him having Tony Stark's face, it has to mean something in this movie. This is not the situation where you have Mahershala Ali, who played as Cottonmouth in the Luke Cage series, and then he doubled back, and now he's playing as Blade. My bad. I don't want King the Conqueror to fall on me. Hey, be easy up there, my boy. Yeah. So this ain't that same situation. It can't be. You paid that man too much money just to one off and be like, oh, Dr. Doom looks like Tony Stark, but we're just not going to address it. Or this is a totally different fucking person and we're just going to act like it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Deadpool ain't going to act like it. You know, you kind of look like, you know what? I ain't even going to say it. See, it's going to be some shit like that. Nah, lame as hell. Him looking like Tony Stark, him being Robert Downey Jr. has to be something in this movie, and it has to be a super duper major twist. And that theory of Tony was never really Tony in the 616 timeline. He was actually a Doom variant that got placed in there, and he went good because he who remains real. I hate that theory. I motherfucking hate that theory. Here's a theory that you could walk with, right? And I know I'm going on a little bit. Here's a theory that you could walk with. What if, and I've seen somebody else talk about this theory, and I think their channel is called A Little Bit of Everything. What if, let's say the microphone is like the MCU 616, and then you branch out a little bit and there's more Earths, different Earths, you know, the Earth where Wesley Snipes' Blade comes from, no, not even Andrew Garfield, the Fantastic Four with Jessica Alba, you know what I'm saying? The Fantastic Four with Pedro Pascal, all of those are surrounding. Then you branch out a little bit more. Now you got Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's universe. Then you got Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man universe. What if the closer to 616, maybe Dr. Doom does look like Robert Downey Jr.? Maybe, because we have a Captain America that looks like a Johnny Storm from another universe. Remember that? What if further away, maybe Dr. Doom looks like Cillian Murphy? What if further away from 616, Iron Man looks like Tom Cruise? It's one of those things. You see how we got Tom Holland as our Spider-Man, and further away you get from 616. Now he looks like Andrew Garfield. Now he looks like Tobey Maguire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are walking with me here? Okay. Not to interrupt you, Cosmic Wonder. Do your thing, my boy.
And is doing things that are actually kind of heroic. And the main thing is he wants to actually stop the multiverse from being destroyed. That alone right there, I think would make him worthy enough to wield Mjolnir. Or he has some type of magic that kind of gets around the spell that's placed on the hammer. That is also a possibility. A lot of people's talking about how could Doom be worthy. It's Doom. He's got magic and tech, right? He's like his sorcery skills are like right there with Doctor Doom, or Doctor Strange, sorry, a little below. But I mean, even in recent,
but you could say a little bit below, and I'm pretty sure Cosmic Wonder is about to say this. Doom has been Sorcerer Supreme before, so we don't know the universe that he comes from. He might be Sorcerer Supreme of that universe, which will also be how he gets Strange on his side too.
Comics, Doctor Doom has become the Sorcerer Supreme. So make no mistake, for sorcery, he is incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. Now, something that's a little more, to me, I think, easier to explain, and this could be a big spoiler, and if you're here, I'm sure you don't care, but just in case, if this report is true, it's kind of a big spoiler. I guess so was the Thor one and the Doom. But here's another one. According to the Beyond Reporter, Loki will also wield Mjolnir in Avengers Doomsday.
Okay. And that might be how we get the Doom picking up Mjolnir and throwing it at Thor and saying, "Come on, God of Thunder." Okay, so let me write this now. Come on, God of Thunder. Maybe Doom 2v1 Thor and Loki. And he smacked the shit out of Loki right quick. Thor shows up to save him. And he's got the hammer. Throws it to Loki. Loki finally picks it up because he's the god of stories. He's like, oh shit, I'm really him. I'm the Loki of Lokis at this point, right? So now they 2v1 motherfucking Dr. Doom. He either kills Loki or he knocks him the fuck out. And then he picks up the hammer and throws it at Thor and says, Go ahead, God of Thunder. Picked up that hammer. At least this will be a fair fight. I expected more. As a matter of fact, I'm a little disappointed. It's gonna be epic.
This, to me, I think is a little more straightforward. Loki has now basically sacrificed his entire life for everybody in the entire multiverse, at least the branches that are attached to him, to have free will. He literally put aside everything that he wanted for the greater good of the multiverse, basically. Right? It's a complete 180 of the Loki that we originally met. His story is just top notch in the MCU. And just storytelling in general, it's one of the best character arcs, along with Tony Stark's as well.
I agree. So we know that Loki is sitting at the end of time, holding the multiverse together, sitting on his half broken throne that he got from He Who Remains. Everything's all gold and green and all that kind of shit, right? I'm wondering how this is going to work. He's going to have to get off of there in order to warn some people. He's either going to have to project himself to people in the different timelines to kind of recruit them because he can't get up from that seat. That might be what it is. It might be a race to Loki in this movie where he's like, yo, I see some shit y'all don't see. It's a guy on his way here. I'm seeing everything. He's tearing through the multiverse. He's killed versions of y'all already. I kind of feel like this Dr. Doom might already have a Captain Marvel and a Thor on his belt. I feel like he might already have those bodies on his belt. Those are two powerhouses. He's killed a Thor and a Captain Marvel from another universe. See, all of this is sounding a whole lot like the storyline they were going to give Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. Like, if all they doing was a plug and play, bruh, I really hope they do right by Jonathan Majors and the Kang the Conqueror character the way that they've mapped it out now. Don't bring him back and it be all woke and fruity or whatever the fuck y'all finna do with it. We want that type of energy, you know what I'm saying, if you bring him back, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is looking like a plug and play. They're taking Kang's story kind of, and they're going to kind of make it Doom's story, which is why if we do get back Jonathan Majors and they don't want to go on with the Kang the Conqueror character, they just want to totally cut off the original Marvel MCU before the soft reboot, if they want to dust him off so that they can recast later and bring him back in another way, I see one of the first opening scenes of Doomsday. Robert Downey Jr. is in that Coliseum, and I see a bunch of dead Kangs around him. I really feel like that's what we're going to end up seeing.
Just a bunch in the MCU, but Loki has been on an incredible journey since the first Thor movie and the Avengers to Loki season 1 and Loki season 2 to what's about to happen in Avengers Doomsday. It's going to be incredible. And to see him wield Mjolnir makes a lot of sense. I would definitely say that he's worthy. And I think it would actually, at this point in time, after what he did at the end of Loki season 2, I think it would be hard to argue that he's not worthy. That would be a harder argument because whatever the past was, who cares? I mean, some people might not view it that way inside of the universe, especially as but where he's at right now, he's totally worthy, in my opinion. And I probably think everybody would agree with me, but go ahead, let me know if you think differently. But his sacrifice for the greater good of the entire multiverse would make him worthy.
He's definitely worthy. The fact that he even thought to himself that literally that was so selfless. He thought about all of his immediate friends and the rest of the universe. The woman he loved, which is a version of himself, said we should be allowed to fight for ourselves and have the free will to live. not some predetermined destiny of some naughty-headed nigga that's just trying to stop a bunch of versions of him from taking over, also that he can stay in control. Oh, don't get it twisted. As much as we love He Who Remains, he was definitely a villain. Don't get it twisted. So, and the only way I would have said he wasn't a villain is if after time travel got made, if he hadn't had Tony Stark killed. Iron Man is a threat to everybody because of his mind. He's a threat to everybody. He's going to be a threat to Doom too. Don't be surprised if we see Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom and as Iron Man in either Doomsday or Secret Wars, or both possibly.
And I don't know if these are the same scenes, but that would be insane. Imagine at the Citadel, Doom makes it there. Thor shows up to protect his brother, and Loki and Thor are fighting Doom. Doom wipes the floor with Thor, but then then Loki picks up Mjolnir. Like, that's an incredible scene. I don't know if that's how it's gonna pan out, even if they're separate. I do think Doom beating Thor is a good thing. I think it would really showcase how strong Doom is. I don't want him to die. I don't ever want Thor to die.
I was just about to say, is Thor walking away from this fight? Because pretty much after you whoop my ass and my brother's ass, who's clearly more powerful than me now, after you whoop my ass and his ass, and then you take my damn hammer and throw it back at me, talking about pick it up. Maybe Thor grabs Buddy up, or maybe Loki be, yo, man, this dude finna beat the shit out of us. Let's go. Portal. Get up out of there. Brother, we shouldn't have ran from the fight. Yo, what you mean? There was no fight. And if there was, that was a 2-hit fight. Him hitting us and us hitting the ground. We had to get up out of there, retreat. Let's go get the rest of the Avengers, because you ain't doing it, buddy. And you in shape and got your ass whooped. Yeah, this is different. We got to go talk to somebody.
The one rule still stands. Tobey Maguire's the one person who can't die, but Thor is a pretty close second for me. And I think for a lot of people as well. I would like him to continue on and become the all-father of the MCU, kind of taking Odin's place, kind of gives up the Thor name to a new variant, perhaps a new actor playing Thor, and then he just becomes the all-father, right? Basically Odin.
How are we feeling about that? Because when they do this soft reboot, they definitely are going to recast a lot of the OG Avengers. Like, now when they start making movies, it's not going to be it'll be a saga centralized on something, but it's going to be all of the Marvel universe participating in this particular saga. Like after Secret Wars, we're getting the Mutant Saga, and they're saying that Mr. Sinister is supposed to be the big bad, or Apocalypse. By the way, if you make Apocalypse the big bad, you really could make him a secret big bad and then bring back King the Conqueror and say he's the one who molded Apocalypse into being where he is. Because he does that in the comics. You know what I'm saying? If you know a little something, if you know what I know. You feel me? So yeah, I could see Chris Hemsworth growing into that older role and him being the All-Father. We wouldn't even address that it's the original Thor from the last universe. We would just call him the All-Father. I could deal with that, and then they recast the Thor. He's got some big shoes to fill, because I can't see nobody else playing Thor for real.
There is a rumor, take this with a grain of salt, because I really don't know where this came from. There was a rumor that Doom actually grabs Stormbreaker and chops Thor's arm off. Don't know how true that is.
Whoa!
So don't count on that happening.
Whoa! Thor's going to end up getting probably a vibranium arm. We're on our way to Rune King Thor. He's going to need to power up in order to beat Doom, especially if Doom gets as powerful as I think he's going to get. If they were to just write this check this out, right? So what if, like I said, opening scene, you see Robert Downey Jr. standing in a coliseum full of dead fucking Kangs. And then maybe you might see those last 3, the ones that really run the Coliseum. He really got them like down bad. And he talks shit to one of them so bad, like a Mortis. He talks shit to him and then like break his neck or some stupid shit like that. And then the Avengers Doomsday title, cover the whole screen with green. And then we move into some new shit. You know what I'm saying? That would be a hell of a scene. But what if at the end, niggas is whooping ass and the Conqueror from Quantumania returns, won his revenge and wanting to control everything. He returns and Doom fucks him up and takes his power. And that's how we get Battle World and Secret Wars. What I'm trying to say is bring Jonathan Majors back because y'all trying to keep him out of this shit just don't make no goddamn sense. Yo, Kevin Feige, bro, don't be afraid of bad press. Be afraid of not giving the fans what they fucking want, bro. Straight up. Stop doing this. Y'all giving us all this stuff we don't want. We didn't want a She-Hulk. We didn't want a Ms. Marvel TV show. We didn't want an Ironheart TV show. We didn't want Wonder Man. By the way, stop fumbling all these black characters too. Kevin, you think we don't know what the fuck going on? I know what the fuck going on.
But if that happened in the scene, that would actually be kind of crazy. And then he tries to use his other arm to win.
Speaking of fumbling black characters, we're going to get to the Blade movie possibly being canceled in just a second.
Build Mjolnir, I guess. I don't know. Actually crazy. But a big scene is going to go down between Doom and Thor, according to these recent rumblings online. And apparently that will also lead to Loki wielding Mjolnir, which I think is actually insane. Now, the last report I want to talk about is coming from Alex Perez at thecosmiccircus.com, who says Doom will have his own evil team in Avengers Doomsday. They will reportedly be called the Harbingers of Doom, which I think is pretty interesting. And
will they be Doom bots or will they be variants of people that we already know, but he got them to slide with him? These are questions that I have.
And his team is not just going to be variants. We're like the Cabal. What we're hearing is that his team is other Dooms. And we've been hearing quite a lot about that lately, right? Variants of Doom or other versions of Doom plus Doom bots.
So this is Kevin Feige and Marvel's way of, we're going to give you variants of this Doom, even though this one's going to be in charge. Robert Downey Jr. Doom's going to be in charge. We're going to give you some variants, and depending on, because they did it with Henry Cavill as Wolverine, depending on the type of reaction we get, we might bring that person back as the Dr. Doom of the new universe after the soft reboot. So we might see Cillian Murphy in the background there as a Dr. Doom. Again, we still have 11 months away of reshoots and rewriting and all that good stuff that they can do. We might see female Dooms in the background with different color masks on, and it'd be people that we know from you know what I'm saying, different Hollywood fame and all that. We may just see that. Or we could see a bunch of Doom bots. But you know, the Doom bots got their own identities as well. They so thorough that they think they're the actual Dr. Doom. So, you know, man, this movie's gonna be crazy, let alone Secret Wars.
And it's actually interesting. Some people have been pointing this out online. Like, they teased this at Comic-Con. There was basically an army of Dooms on stage at Comic-Con, and Doom, Robert Downey Jr., walked out in front of them and was like, you know, the Doom out of all of them. They did kind of tease that. Now, if they are Dooms from other universes and not just Doom bots, which I do believe we're going to get both, I'm counting on Doom just turning and destroying them all. Like, if we get a council of Dooms, Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom is going to destroy them all. There's only going to be one Doom at the end, right? And we've seen it in the comics. Doom will meet with another Doom who has a perfect universe, literally a perfect universe. And because Doom,
and this is why this movie is going to be damn near 4 hours long. I need more, god damn it. And them post-credit scenes better not be trash. I need fire post-credit scenes. This movie, along with Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and Secret Wars, cannot let up for a minute. It has to be hard charging the entire time, or else Marvel and Disney will not get asses back in seats. Because what was it, phase 6, phase 4, whatever this multiverse shit, the beginning of this multiverse shit, y'all fucked everything up. It's a situation where it's a couple of shows that I'm starting to look at shit and be like, man, I'm not watching that. You know what I'm saying? I've never in my life seen a Marvel situation since 2008 where I've been like, I'm not watching that. I watched everything. Then you start putting out bullshit. I don't care that they're female driven. They just weren't good shows. Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Ironheart. Trash. Like, really trash. She-Hulk is a bunch of nothing. That is a big nothing burger. And then that shit she did at the end where she broke the fourth wall and went to go talk to Kevin. Yeah, trash. What do we need that for? This Wonder Man series, bringing back Trevor Slattery and having Yahya Mateen II playing as Wonder. We don't need that, bro. I don't see how he fits in anywhere. So we can get a Wonder Man series, some shit we ain't asked for, but they got a problem with putting Blade on. Why?
Doom is jealous. He kills him and destroys the universe. That's Dr. Doom. There's no way Dr. Doom lets all of the Dooms, be in charge of what's going to happen.
We're gonna get a quick cameo of people who we didn't even expect to be a Dr. Doom variant. And yes, he's gonna wipe all their ass out. Then he's gonna go wipe out that Council of Kings. Or they're gonna do something corny like say he killed him off screen. Now, I have seen something online on IG that said that Marvel has talked to, Kevin Feige has talked to Coleman Domingo again, and they're talking to him about being Kang the Conqueror again. I don't know what we could see. He's just not fucking with Jonathan. Okay, that's all right. Fuck y'all too.
Into the multiverse. Now, in the beginning, sure, maybe him and other variants, they all discover the multiverse is being destroyed. It's collapsing, and they all want to come together and try to stop it. Sure. But again, once Doom realizes that there's probably no way to save the multiverse, it's going to be him wanting to rule the entire thing, making it exactly how he wants it so he can ensure he's basically Loki. He can ensure his version of peace.
A suit of armor around the world. New mask, same task. This is somebody who doesn't think he's a villain. Y'all got to remember that.
Right? He can make it to where the universe never collapses. He can make it to where there's order. It's his order. It's his way, but he'll make it that way. It's basically Kang too, right? Kang, out of all the multiversal battles and everything like that, he had the sacred timeline, and then he pruned any branch that would come off of it. And he wrote the timeline, right? That's what he was doing at the end of time. So Dr. Doom is going to be pretty similar in that manner to what was happening before with the destruction of the multiverse. It is very interesting to think. Obviously, again, I think Loki is very worthy to lift Mjolnir. Doom and his original intentions to save the multiverse, that might make him worthy, especially if he goes on a really big journey and attempts to do it. But again, he is the villain of the movie. So I wouldn't put it past Marvel to have him lift Mjolnir and basically use his own spell to get around it.
Small asterisk. I didn't think Thanos was a villain. Neither did I think Ultron was a villain. They got that meme out there where it said Thanos just wanted to shred half the universe. And Ultron went on the internet for 5 minutes, took one look and said everything needed to go, start over. I'm with the both of them. Tell me this world ain't fucking crazy right now. Like, let's put it to real life right now. Tell me that shit ain't crazy right now. Start this motherfucker over.
Right? The Russo brothers might be pulling that off. And I think that would also be very cool because it would also be a very good demonstration of his power. Right? And it's not just physical strength, it's sorcery. It's, oh, cool. Like it has an enchantment on it. Boom. What do I care? I'm the greatest sorcerer alive, is what Doom would say. So you have your brute, you have your magic, you have your hammers. I have all of that and more. And I have tech. And he has those emblems on his chest. We've seen the concept art, the official one from Marvel, where he's got the Thor hammer and he's got the Captain Marvel one as well. So maybe that Thor hammer is some sort of an enchantment of his own that makes it to where he can actually lift Mjolnir.
And that's also showing his resume that, yeah, I've taken out a Thor in another universe. That has to be what that is. In order, because that definitely looks like a hammer right there. In order for that to be some sort of enchantment for him to be able to hold Mjolnir, he had to have come across a Thor and either got his ass whooped or had to whoop some ass. And because he's so arrogant, there's no way another man is going to be able to do something that Dr. Doom can't do. So it's like, you're not going to tell me I can't lift that hammer. I'll make a way I can lift the hammer. I'm Doom. I can do anything you can do. You know what I'm saying? And then that Captain Marvel symbol over there, he might just got a Captain Marvel head on his belt. And this shit finna be crazy.
Seems like he's clearly going to have fought a Thor in the past, so maybe he's figured something out that way. That's why he might have the emblem. Who knows? Maybe he has part of Thor's power inside of him, which makes him able to lift Mjolnir. Either way, I'm freaking seated for this. I cannot wait to see Thor fight Doom.
Thanks.
And again, Thor's one of my favorite characters in the MCU, top 2. But to see him be used for Doom to demonstrate his power, and then, of course, have a redemption arc where he does go against Doom and he holds his own and beats him, I would love that. And Loki,
we would have to see that in Secret Wars. I say Thor gonna get punched on this whole goddamn movie, and he gonna be like, man, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm just getting my ass whooped by this whole human. Tony Stark wasn't even all that fucking tough. Again, this might just be like slasher movies, how Thor turned up. When he figured out that Doom looked like Tony Stark, he might not be so scared no more. Oh, bitch, I'm finna beat your ass. It's just like these slasher movies when you got the killer, he's all covered up, he's wearing a mask, a hood, something like that. Once that mask or hood come off and you see who it is, which is probably somebody that was there the entire fucking time around them, you be like, oh, it's your weak ass? It's Ben from the video store? Yo, Ben, we finna beat your ass in here. It might be, he might turn up when he see that it's a nigga look like Tony Stark. So I don't know. I'm there for this. I'm there for this, y'all. I promise you I'm there for this.
Brother right there alongside of him to do that as well. Loki wielding Loki wielding Mjolnir, Thor wielding Stormbreaker, fighting Doom. That would be pretty cool.
Facts.
But go ahead. Let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments down below.
Okay. Salute to Cosmic Wonder. Now, I would say we would go right over here and talk about the Blade movie getting canceled and let him rock about it. But I'm gonna show some love to somebody else. My dog, Blurred You Heard, definitely talked about this. I gotta give him a holler. Shout out to boy Blurred You Heard, man. PG3, you know what I'm talking about? It's my dog. Why are you acting like his channel don't exist? What you mean? Let me see. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna let my dog Blurred You Heard rock out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go give him a like, comment, and subscribe. We're about to react to him talking about how the Blade movie got canceled and the Midnight Suns rumors and all of that. Now, for all my folks that's on the Marvel supernatural side, y'all been waiting for that to wake up. Listen in.
Yo, how do you mess up Blade? Not some random D-list character, not an experimental Disney Plus show, Blade.
Fact.
I had to make this video because I'm genuinely frustrated as a fan. Blade is one of the coldest Marvel characters ever, and watching Marvel...
Fun fact, Blade is Slave DiBiase's favorite Marvel character. This is my favorite Marvel character. I have several favorites in the Marvel universe, but like my favorite overall character, it's Eric Brooks. It's Blade. You know what I'm saying? And another fun fact, my favorite mutant is Magneto.
Fumbled this for 7 years is wild. So today we're breaking down what's actually going on with Blade, why the rumors are all over the place, what the Midnight Suns talk really means, and why, even if that part is true, I still want my solo Blade movie.
Facts.
Let's start with the part that blows my mind every single freaking time. Blade starring Mahershala Ali was announced at San Diego Comic-Con 2019.
It looks like you brought your own hat, Mahershala. You did? What is that?
Let me repeat that. 2019. It is now 2026. That's 7 years. Man.
Wow.
7 years of...
It don't take that long to do nothing. Within the time that they announced this, they gave us all that bullshit. Think about all the shit I just named. She-Hulk, Earnhardt, Miss Marvel, The Eyes of Wakanda. Just a whole bunch of other shit that just didn't. Wonder Man coming out at the end of this fucking month. They did all that. in the last 7 years, but couldn't get Blade together. See, first of all, I was already mad at the casting because Kevin Feige said that Mahershala Ali walked into his office and was like, "Yo, I know y'all had me on the Blade, not the Blade series, the Luke Cage series is Cottonmouth. You know what I'm saying? But my character has been killed off. What y'all doing with Blade?" And he immediately lit up. By this time, Mahershala Ali, shout out to that brother. He's winning awards and all of that. Even his concept picture, he does look like Blade. We hear his voice at the end of the post-credit scene for the Eternals when the Black Knight is reaching for the ebony blade and he assertively says, "You sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?" And you see your man look over into the corner. We don't see Blade though. Think about when the Eternal movies came out, when the Eternals came out. By the way, that's another bullshit movie that they gave us before Blade. I can't say that. I actually like the Eternals. It just moved a little slow for me. And the fact that we haven't seen them again, I think that one might be pissing me off because they should be there. It's about to be another fight that they're not involved in. That's stupid too. Why y'all make that movie if we not finna see them in Doomsday and Secret Wars, man? Like, are they not helping? Y'all just not helping shit, huh? Okay. Bunch of powerful ass bitches. See shit going down and don't help. Well, y'all gave us an excuse for why the Eternals wasn't around to fight Thanos. Doom pulling up. What's y'all excuse now? See, this another one of Marvel. Y'all fucking up again. Okay. So I already didn't like the casting, right? I go off sometimes, my bad. I already didn't like the casting of this, of him. When we got Michael Jai White, who in some comics, Blade looks like him, and he also voiced Blade in the Midnight Suns video game. See how we all linking into that since they talking about Midnight Suns? Michael Jai White has already voiced Blade in the Midnight Suns video game and in some of these comics. And I think in the Wolverine versus Blade comic, he looks like Michael Jai White. The man already has real life martial arts experience. We've seen him in movies where he's shooting guns. We've seen him in a movie sword fighting. We've seen him whooping ass. Add a little supernatural Disney and Marvel CGI gloss, and we got our Blade. What are y'all doing? Then this whole situation of one of the drafts of the script, Blade was like the fourth character. It was like two bitches, Blade daughter, and then Blade. He was like the fourth character in his own movie. Trash.
Script rewrites, directors leaving, delays, rumors. Oh, it's still happening, guys. Trust us.
Oh, and not to mention pushing us further and further away from Mahershala Ali. You then bring back the GOAT, Wesley Snipes, as an older version of that Blade that we grew up with. You bring him back in Deadpool and Wolverine. He whoops ass. He's fire in the role. That makes us want to see him even less. Then y'all smack him in his face again, and you bring out the Marvel Zombies cartoon, and you bring Mahershala Ali's likeness as Blade Knight. But you don't even let Mahershala Ali voice him. You get some nigga that sounds like him. Just they doing this man so wrong, y'all.
Meanwhile, Marvel managed to release multiple Avengers movies, a whole multiverse saga, the Eternals, Disney Plus show.
Yo, I swear to God, I didn't even know he was gonna say all this. Salute to my man PBG3, man. I just looked at this and I was like, I'm gonna go look at this when I get on my live. I didn't know he was gonna say exactly what I just said, y'all. I promise you I didn't. But yeah, they gave us all this bullshit within 7 years and couldn't give us a good Blade movie. A movie about a black vampire whooping ass, martial arts, shooting guns, killing vampires. You could have brought the Darkhold back. You could have brought the Ebony Blade in. There's several supernatural situations you could have brought in. You could have had Black Knight tag along. All that. Blade movie. Post-credit scene leads into the Midnight Suns. Big bad already out there since y'all made that bullshit Ironheart series. Mephisto's right there. They can all gang up to fight him.
Nobody asked for, but Blade, a character that already proved himself in live action 20 years ago, still stuck in development hell. That's embarrassing. Now this week the streets got messy. On one side you got scoopers saying the Blade solo movie is dead, canceled, clip, finished. On the other side,
nah, hold on, Jew. All right, so look at this concept art, y'all. This would be an MCU Blade. He does look brand new, fresh and new. He's giving very much Blade. But it only takes 7 years to do nothing. By the way, this is the Midnight Suns team right here on the right. So who's this? We got the people that I can recognize here. We got Strange, Blade, Moon Knight, Punisher. Man Thing is also already in the MCU. Werewolf by Night is in the MCU. Elsa Bloodstone is also in the MCU. By the way, those last 3 people that I mentioned, we haven't seen them since Werewolf by Night. What the fuck are y'all doing with them? And the Bloodstone. Punisher's already in the MCU. Doctor Strange is there. You can replace him with Wong and have Doctor Strange go doing his own thing, and he could just make guest appearances. But they have a Midnight Suns team. All we need is a Ghost Rider, big baby. Who do y'all see as Ghost Rider? I'm hearing whispers in the wind that we might. Oh, that's Ghost Rider right there. I didn't even see that flame. Y'all know I'm high and I'm blind as hell, boy. Yeah. They're saying folks is trying to look at Ryan Gosling as the Johnny Blaze of the MCU. Do not give us no Danny Ketch. Don't give us Robbie Reyes, even though technically from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, Johnny Blaze and Robbie Reyes already exist. But, we just not going to talk about it. Yeah, they're saying Ryan Gosling's supposed to be playing Ghost Rider. I'm here for it. I can fuck with it.
On the other side, you got people pushing back saying, nah, Blade wasn't canceled. That's cap. And then we get the big rumor Blade won't get a solo movie. He'll show up in Midnight Suns instead. Now listen, this is where things get complicated. Let me be clear. If Blade is part of Midnight Suns, I'm excited.
Right.
Blade, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, that supernatural corner of the MCU, that's fire.
Fact.
I want that movie. I want Blade interacting with monsters, demons, vampires, dark magic, all of that.
Facts.
But here's the problem. That should not replace his solo movie. Blade is not a side character. Blade is not, quote, just the muscle. Blade is a lead. The fact that Marvel might be using Midnight Suns as a workaround instead of fixing the solo film tells me they don't know what to do with him. And that's wild. Now, let's keep it a buck. Blade is R-rated energy, street level but supernatural on occasion, simple story structure, clear tone. You don't need multiverse nonsense. You don't need cameos every 5 minutes. You don't need comedy undercutting every scene. You need vampires, action, atmosphere, and a Blade who doesn't play.
That's it. That is motherfucking it. There's your movie. That shit ain't hard, nigga. There's your movie. They said Bo DeMaio had wrote a script that it was a raid style adventure, you know what I'm saying? Action movie, real bloody, real action packed, raid style. Let's stop right there. Has anybody seen the Raid 1 and 2? Go look up those movies, martial arts movies, the Raid and the Raid 2. Blade is supposed to be trapped in an apartment building with a bunch of vampires, and a girl that he likes in there is supposed to be like there's supposed to be some vampire occultists that stay in that building, and they magically impregnate her with Lilith, the mother of all monsters. Y'all know Lilith is Dracula's daughter, so it's gonna lead out to that too. Even I don't know. Then they had the whole, well, does Blade kill the baby? We don't know, but that shit sounds better than whatever the fuck they was finna do, man, or not do.
The fact that Marvel struggled this much tells me they overthought it, or tried to MCU-fy something that shouldn't be.
Okay, so let me say what Jew is not gonna say. They tried to find a way to turn this situation woke, or they try to find a way to appeal to Blade being some sort of lovely gentleman or surrounded by lovely gentlemen, because that whole vampire-ness or whatever. Them vampires, they a lot of them, I don't think they play for the same team, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's what he meant by they might try to Disney MCU-ify it and they couldn't. Yeah, let's turn down the blood and turn up the rainbow, turn up the wokeness. They didn't want to do all that. So, like he said, they rethought it. Even though a black vampire whooping ass, shooting and killing vampires, Not a hard movie to write at all.
And meanwhile, Mahershala Ali is not getting any younger. This man signed up ready to work. Imagine being an Oscar winning actor and watching Marvel spin in circles for almost a decade. That's crazy.
Fact.
Here's what worries me the most, though. If Blade only shows up in Midnight,
Do y'all see this? Do y'all see the way that Wesley is whooping ass? This pushed us further from wanting to see Mahershala Ali do Blade. Wesley still got it. Y'all see him flipping this knife?
Sons first, I'm scared Marvel will say, see, that counts. No, it doesn't. Blade deserves his own origin, his own villains, his own tone, his own trilogy potential. Midnight Suns should be the cross.
Did y'all see the way he was just sword fighting with Ghost on Marvel Zombies? If the Blade in the MCU don't move like that, bitch, I don't want it.
Crossover, not the introduction. So where do I land? Am I excited about Midnight Suns? Yes. But do I upset that as a replacement for a solo Blade movie? Hell no.
Not at all.
Marvel announced this movie in 2019. They owe the fans. They owe Mahershala Ali, and they owe Blade the respect he deserves. At this point, I don't even need perfection. I just need competence. But let me know how you feel. Would you be okay if Blade skips a solo movie and goes straight to Midnight Suns? Or do you think Marvel completely dropped the ball here? Drop your thoughts in.
Drop your thoughts and theories and all that. Go follow my man's Blurred You Heard. Yes, I think they dropped the motherfucking ball. But at this point, now we got to rock it out like the way they introduced Spider-Man and Black Panther. We're going to have to put him in another movie. Two or three people might end up being the main character. Like I'm hearing they're making the Midnight Suns movie and Ghost Rider's going to be like really the leader or whatever. So they're going to make it like that. And then they're going to introduce him and he's going to be like one of the wilder scenes or one of the people like, oh, yo, but Blade really showed his ass in the movie. Ooh, and all that. We still need a solo movie from him. As a matter of fact, he should have been the Nick Fury of the Midnight Suns. We should have been had a solo film for Blade. And as a matter of fact, he should have shown up at the end of Werewolf by Night. But I ain't going to talk about that neither. It's okay. He also should have shown up at the end of motherfucking Earnhardt on some I've been following Mephisto and I know you've been in contact with him. Just things I want to see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they fucked that up. So that Midnight Suns movie better be fired and better come sooner than later, or really y'all can just keep this Blade shit and when they do the soft reboot, get us a younger actor, maybe even somebody that's martial arts inclined, because Mahershala Ali, as far as I know, he's not martial arts inclined. Again, you got Michael Jai White right there. He already knows what he's doing. He's voiced Blade in the Midnight Suns video game. Pretty short and sweet, I think. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know. Leave down in the comments, man, what y'all think about the Blade movie getting canceled, and did Marvel fuck that up? All right. Moving right along here. All right, man. I know y'all done seen it by now. I know y'all done seen goddamn Jim Jones and Dame Dash and that fucking footage of them fighting. Now, if y'all remember one of the last times that Cameron got on his show and he fried Jim Jones, you know, when he hit him with the "you not really from Harlem," like you just had a crib and we was just kicking it with you and all of that. Like, you know, you're making me say all this crazy shit to you because, like, at this point, we're really not friends. And that's the thing. You want to know? They ain't been friends for a long time. They ain't really been real friends for over 20 years. You want to know how I know that? Because when you not really fucking with motherfuckers like that, you say some shit that you just know, like it's on some I don't give a fuck. Jim rep Harlem to the death. For Cam to come out his face and say, bro, you from the Bronx, man. Like, you didn't grow up with us. Like, you ever seen a nigga say he from Harlem so much he just so he could prove he from Harlem? You like, when we from Harlem, we don't say that. Like, you know where we from. You the only person that keep hollering out Harlem. He was like, so, you know, he said on that last little roasting session, he said, yo, if I was really on some bullshit with you, I would have pulled out that tape of when you got niggas to try and jump Dame Dash. Like, yo, bro, this Harlem, nigga. You claim to be a Harlem nigga and you gonna bring somebody to jump Dame Dash or OG? You corny for that, which he is. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you before I show y'all this footage. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel, man. Yo, there's no way in the world could I ever like see myself harming somebody that actually saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dame saved their lives. There would be no Dipset if Dame Dash wasn't there. Do you understand that? Even if Unc tripping on you, you supposed to hit him with the yo, bro, you got it. I ain't even, because you know what? Later when you're not mad no more, then I'm gonna tell you how much of an asshole you were and how I'm supposed to be your family, and we almost got into it. Now, if you would have touched me and I'd have knocked you out, I'd have been wrong, right? This is what I'm saying if I'm Jim, minus all the fake tough guy shit. But Cam said y'all brought niggas down there to jump Dame Dash, and niggas was on some we not gonna do that, but y'all didn't know Dame a real Harlem nigga. He was ready to square with all three of y'all. Kicked y'all off his block. That ain't even his block. We about to take a look at this shit. Hold on. All right. All right, this little clip is by way of the Real Feel TV. I'm gonna give them a subscribe and a like, and let's get into it.
Building, you tune into the Real Field TV. Top Cat 100 in the building, man. Now we got breaking news, man. You know what I'm saying? The footage has leaked that Dame Dash once told Jim Jones that might leak if he keep on running his mouth and everything, man. And you know, 2026.
That chain Dame got on is hard in the bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Them chains that your boy Capo got on hard in the bitch too. That's pretty fire.
I don't know if y'all seen it or not. I don't know who seen it or not or who didn't, but I know I'm just seeing it. So I'm putting it out to the fans, man. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones turned down the fade, man. So it don't matter what he talking about. He was talking spicy to Dame Dash, but you about to see him turn down the whole fade, bro. So we don't want to hear all this other back and forth stuff. Dame Dash actually told the story, the truth on how we seen it in, you know, clear view. He told that man to get off his block. You know what I'm saying? After he turned down the fade. You know what I'm saying? He really told Jim Jones.
And it wasn't even his block.
That, bro. So now it ain't no speculation, man. We're going to let y'all tune into this. We're going to let y'all see this, man. And it is what it is, man. This is go to show you, man. Everything ain't, you know what I mean, cameras and internet, man. Some people going to pull up, man, no matter how much they worth. If they worth millions, if they worth nothing at all. Dame Dash always been one of them type people. And we all know that Dame Dash used to dabble inside boxing a little bit. Long before.
Two things. That boxing shit don't mean nothing. And number two, you being in your 50s and willing to crash out, that's a little weird to me. But also, I'm a man. Ain't nothing wrong with a fair one if it got to go there. Even with family, ain't nothing wrong with a fair one if it got to go there. But I saw you when you was a kid, bro. You saw me when I was a kid. To bring somebody to jump on you, bro, that's weird. We could have shot the fair one. You brought somebody to like really do something to me, yo. I don't think I could ever forgive that. To be honest with you.
Before we seen him, you know what I'm saying, spar with Andre Berto or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we know Dame got them hands, you know what I'm saying? Jim Jones didn't want that, you know what I mean, that type of smoke, them type of problems, man. But we about to let y'all tune in and see it, man. It's said that, you know, this whole Dipset thing is going left. We see that, you know what I mean, Jim Jones and Cam going at it again.
I've been asking y'all for the past few days, is it really over for Dipset? I think it is. Dipset is officially done. If it might not even be cool to put up that diplomat flag no more. Hey, they don't like listening to Dipset no more, man. They don't even exist.
You know what I mean? 50 Cent and Jim Jones going at it. You know what I'm saying? Papoose and 50, everybody, man. But y'all watch this, man. This give you a clear view.
Oh, you never did nothing, nigga. You ain't no gang. They do. That's right. You're entertainer. They the gang bangers, nigga. No, you soft, gang. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga.
You ain't no entertainer. You just an entertainer. Fake tough rapper. Dame, you soft. Dame says shoot the fair one. Me and you.
You soft, nigga. You can say 1989. You get the fair one. You ain't never fuck me up. Don't fuck with nobody. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Cigarette. Fuck me up.
He asked you to fight. Why you telling somebody else to go fuck him up? That's why I think that game banging shit so motherfucking lame, nigga. It be a bunch of these type niggas that's in the game repping something that really was supposed to be about something else back in the day. It's niggas being pussy that won't fight their own fights. That's the reason why I think that game banging shit so lame. Bunch of niggas wearing the same clothes, the same color, goddamn fighting each other's fights because they too pussy to fight on their own. You don't even run your household. You told your woman to move. She said, hell no, nigga. Well, that's because New York women are a little masculine, even the prettier ones. It don't matter. They masculine as hell. But yeah, nah. Honestly, I applaud Chrissy for actually not leaving that situation alone, even though I do believe she should have went off to the side because that's man business. But she on some nigga, this Harlem, this cannot happen. This cannot happen right here. We're family. You can't do that. Jim ready to cross the line.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't. No.
You never sit me down enough.
Come on, guys, please. Let's just talk this off as a fucked up day.
He fucked up down. He can't die out his house to try to disrespect me. And now he got to eat that when he's not mad. You won't remember this shit. I bet you do. Fuck about it. Your friends got shamed up right there.
Hold up. You heard what he said? That's grown man talk what Dame just said. Hold on, let's run that back. I want to see if y'all caught what he said. Jim told Dame, man, either do something or go inside. Young nigga shit.
Please, let's just talk this off as a fucked up day.
He fucked up down. He can't die out his house to try to disrespect me. And now he got to eat that when he's not mad. You won't remember.
Chrissy says we can just chalk this up as a fucked up day and move on. Family has that. He said, ain't no fucked up day. I'm doing good. He came all the way from his house to my block to disrespect me. And now he got to eat that when he's not mad no more. Do you see what I'm saying? When you come out of your little emotions and all of that, and you realize that you was probably on some lame ass shit, it's going to be too late. Like, son, you done crossed the lines, huh? You brought niggas to put hands on me. I really will beat the shit out of all three of y'all. But the fact that you even did that, like, we supposed to be family. That's what you do me? Yo. Harlem ain't Harlem no more, man. Harlem ain't Harlem no more. All my folks from Harlem, man, if I got anybody that watch my show from Harlem, man, I'm not trying to disrespect y'all hood, but what happened, bruh? Is this a bad look for Harlem? Can this be fixed? I don't think so. Because, again, Cam talked about this tape a year ago and said it could come out. And then he dropped it the other day on his network. That's how I know they not cool no more. I know they not cool no more.
Fuck about it. Your friends got shamed up right now. Your friends are shaming you right now.
No, they're not.
They telling you to go swing on your own shit.
These niggas don't care about you at all,
They care about the way you act.
Trust me, they don't care about you, nigga. They care about what I do, nigga. Remember that, nigga.
We ain't doing that. Let's not do it. We doing it. Let's get it over. I got no next.
Chrissy got crazy on.
Let me do what I need to do. I ain't got all day for this. If I'm gonna take a beat down, let me take it. I'm gonna look good while I can. Let's go.
We're gonna watch it one more time. Shout out to the Real Phil TV. We're gonna rock this one more time. Hold up.
And everything, man. I don't know who's seen it or not, so I'm putting it out. It don't matter what he's talking about. I see the Dame Dash, but Dame Dash acting to get off his. So now it ain't to show you, man. Everything ain't at all. Dame Dash always been one.
This time when I run it, I'm just gonna let it run all the way through.
Before we seen him, you know what I'm saying, spar with Andre Berto or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we know Dame got them hands, you know what I'm saying? Jim Jones didn't want that, you know what I mean, that type of smoking, type of problems, man. But we about to let y'all tune in and see it, man.
The man asked you, hold up, I just thought about that. The man asked you for a fair one in front of your wife, and you still didn't do it. Oh, man. You can't never talk no gangster shit again ever on a record. Nigga told you catch the fair one in front of your old lady, nigga, and you ain't even get down.
And it said that, this whole Dipset thing is going left. We see that, Jim Jones and Cam going at it again. 50 Cent and Jim Jones going at it. You know what I'm saying? Papoose and 50, everybody, man. But y'all watch this, man. This give you a clear view.
Oh, you never did nothing, nigga. You ain't no gang.
They do. That's right.
You're entertainment.
They the gangbangers, nigga.
You ain't a gangbanger, you a tough rapper.
You soft, gang. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga.
Hold on, I gotta stop it. At that point, if I'm his homeboys, like, yo, bro, he tried you in front of your girl. You're gonna have to see him like right now. We can't leave this block until you do that. You got to fight him, bro. He literally tried you in front of your wife. I thought niggas were supposed to be gangsters. That's just man moral code. If I'm your brother, your cousin, your homeboy, whatever, nah, I'm not on some crash out shit. You done brought me down here to crash out. Nah, because first of all, this OG Dame, we not doing that. But dude tried you in front of your wife, bro. Like, bro, you got to fight him now. Like, y'all got to do that 30 seconds right quick.
You soft, nigga. You get this ain't 1989.
You get the film. You ain't never like fuck me up. You ain't never
Don't fuck him up, bro. Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
a cigarette. Go ahead. Fuck me up.
Give me the glass.
Fuck me up.
Move, Chrissy. Chrissy, move.
Come on, y'all. Baby, please, you can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't. No.
Go inside.
You never sit me down enough.
Come on, guys, please. Let's just chalk this off as a fucked up day.
Ain't no fucked up down. He can't die out his house to try to disrespect me. And now he gotta eat that when he's not mad. You gonna remember this shit? Shit, I bet you do. Fuck about it. Your friends are shaming you right now. Your friends are shaming you right now.
No, they're not.
They telling you to go swing on your
These niggas don't care about you at all,
They
man.
care about the way you act.
They
They
shame
shame
you. They don't care about you,
I see
nigga.
that now.
They care about what I do, nigga. Remember that, nigga.
We ain't doing that. Let's not do it. We doing it. Let's get it over. I ain't got no next.
Exactly. But we're not.
Let me do what I need to do.
We're not doing
I ain't got all this. I'm gonna take a beat. Let me take it. I'm gonna look good while I can. Let's go. Let's go.
Please.
I'm ready.
Whole ass aside.
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere till y'all know. Get off my block then.
You can't do nothing.
Get off my block then. I can do
You can't do nothing with these niggas.
You can't do nothing with these niggas. He's not talking to them. He's talking to you. What are you talking about? Yo. That's just a new level of hoe. That's just a whole new level of hoe. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to get over a motherfucker try me in front of my wife and I ain't do nothing. That's a whole new level of hoe. Even if I didn't come down there to fight, you made it a fight when you did that. Just on like nigga, be a man on principle. Nigga tried you in front of your wife, bro. Yo. And it kind of looked like at the end of the video, she was keeping Dame from whooping your ass. Oh, man. But everybody want to be a gangster thug and be in the streets. That's what the streets is, full of a bunch of fake tough guys. That shit trash, bro. That shit so motherfucking trash. The streets is dead and it's over. Niggas stay in the house. All right, man. We gonna wrap this up, man. With a little review reaction. How many saw, because you know my MCU fans, if y'all still here, I hope y'all are. I hope everybody's still smoking. How many of y'all saw that series on Netflix with John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson, who plays Valkyrie and the Punisher in the MCU? They have a series, a limited series, 6 episodes that they are in together, and the show is called His and Hers. It's like a murder mystery. And like the whole premise of the murder mystery is Tessa Thompson, John Bernthal, they're married, and either one of them, there's a body that pops up, and either one of them could be the killer with what's been laid out in front of us as the viewers. And when I tell y'all this is the twist of twist, I mean, I got it the second episode when I was watching it with my wife, but when that twist finally was confirmed, I was like, oh, Okay. So hold on, let me see if I can find it for y'all, man. Let me see what matter of fact, I know who talked about it and I didn't go check it out. I know who talked about it and I did not go check it out. I'm gonna check it out now because now I have seen it. How many of y'all in the comments have y'all seen the series His and Hers, man? Tell me in the comments if you've seen it and did you actually like that show? And y'all know what little twist I'm talking about now. Y'all know what little twist I'm talking about. Let me see. Hold on. I know who talked about it. Shout out the boy Mark Dark TV, man. I know he did a review on this. Hold on. Let me share this with y'all. Again, we're reacting to content by way of Mark Dark TV. He does a whole lot with your Power Universe and pretty much a whole lot on Stars. He covers family business. I love this brother's content. A lot of the shows that I watch, I got to watching them from watching his reaction to certain things, which made me want to come up with some of my own. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, by way of Mark Dark TV, we are going to react to the His and Hers Netflix review. Shout out Mark Dark TV. It's your boy Mark Dark, like he be saying. Let's get into it.
On Netflix. If you have not seen it, trust me, go ahead and watch it right now. There's only 6 episodes, and man, it is a banger.
Facts.
Trust me, you will not be disappointed. It is Mark Dark approved, and we got to talk about it, y'all. We got to talk about it. Spoiler alert. But I want y'all to stay tuned.
Detective Harper, is it true you knew her? The killer usually knows their victim.
Stabbed 40 times? That's premeditated.
One of us might know who the killer is. There are 2 sides to every story. Ours and theirs. Yours. Mine is and hers. Which means someone is always lying.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love His and Hers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below.
Facts.
Now today, we're going to be talking about His and Hers, this limited series that's on Netflix right now. As I told you guys, if you have not seen it, trust and believe, go ahead and check it out right now. It is fire, and you will not be disappointed. And to me, if you did not read the book, this show gonna hit a little bit harder.
Oh, okay. So I didn't even know this show was actually based on a book. I'm gonna have to go back and look that up.
For you, at least in my opinion, because the book is gonna spoil it. So if you just watched it for the first time, you never read the book, I think you're gonna like the show even more. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have a bigger impact on the way that you feel when you watch it. Oh man, what a banger. And like I told you, it's only 6 episodes. I think each episode is between 40 to 50 minutes. So it ain't too.
And they did not write down, they wrote up every episode. Every episode got better and better and better.
Too long. I mean, you could literally watch it right now and be done by the end of the night, in my opinion. It does not take too long to watch this show. But y'all let me know, man. How do y'all feel about this show? Did y'all get it right as far as who was the killer? And once again, spoiler alert. You know what I'm saying? This is just my quick review of the show. But spoiler alert, I will be talking about who was the true killer. And man, it definitely was a twist. And usually when
we grown folks around here, this spoiler country, Jack. I don't even know when His and Her dropped, but I was hearing about it all over TikTok and all over IG. Yo, y'all motherfuckers need to go watch this shit. Woo. I'd included on, and the last person that I seen was Mark Dark said it. Yo, this is Mark Dark approved. I started watching this review and he said, if you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. I cut that off. Me and my wife gripped up. We went and got us some wine and we watched the entire series. And by episode 2, I knew who the killer was. I just needed confirmation, like I said, but it definitely was fire. All 6 episodes.
We have like mystery shows as far as who is the killer. Always have like at least 2 people.
This is spoiler country, Jack. If you don't want no spoilers, if you don't want to know what's going on, either get off of this and go read the book, or click off of this and go watch the series and then come back and see what we talking about later on the watch back. You heard me?
and then I'm always thinking it's going to be a twist. With this show, they gave you the person who you would think it would be, and then they gave you a major twist at the end. And when we got to the final episode and they made it seem like Lexi was the one that did all these murders, I looked at the time and I'm like, man, it's still a lot of time left on on this final.
I said that. I said it ain't over. It ain't over. I said there's more to the story. It has to be. It has to be. When I looked at the time when she got revealed to be whatever she was, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna let Mark Dark talk about it. When she got to reveal to whatever she was or whatever, I was like, nah, we got too much time left. Some ain't right in the broth. We gotta see what else is going on in here. This was a good show, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Hey, my boys, any of my if there's any couples that watch my show, please tune into this. This was fire.
Episode. So something gotta happen. It gotta be a major twist, and that's exactly what we end up getting by the end of the episode. When they revealed it was Anna's mother that did it the whole time. I mean, damn. But let's go ahead and go over the description for this show. And as I told you guys, this show is based on a book. And y'all let me know, did y'all read the book before watching the show? Let me know down below, because I definitely didn't. Now the description reads, to a stranger,
I didn't either.
spouses, one a detective and the other a news reporter, vie to solve a murder in which each believe the other is a prime suspect. So as you're watching the show, they're making it seem like maybe it's Jack, maybe it's Anna, but going into it, I'm like, ain't no way in the hell it's either of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen, and got to be somebody that's close, and that's what they end up giving us. And once we got like that backstory of Anna's past and what she went through growing up, I'm like, okay, so maybe one of her friends was the one that did this. And then when we start to see what was going on with Catherine, with her getting bullied, I'm like, okay, so most likely Catherine was the one that did all these murders. She must have came back and got revenge on everybody. But I like how they gave us the twist within her character, because Catherine, yes, she did do some bad things, you know what I'm saying, with her sister, but Catherine, she changed her entire image. And we know she changed her name to Lexi. So that was not revealed to the very end of the show, but I like how they did that twist. Now they end up giving us the story of Anna and Jack. We know that Anna and Jack, they lost their daughter a year prior. So Anna ended up leaving. You know what I'm saying? They're married, but she just said, you know what? I got to get the hell up out of here. Her mom's was very upset about this because she was the one that was watching their child.
I love Tessa Thompson. I love everything she do. This great actress here. She's wide range. The accents she can put on, the different characters I've seen her play. She's done action. She's done drama. Tessa Thompson, y'all.
And she kind of blamed herself for what happened. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, it was a struggle for her. Now we know her daughter Anna, she loved, media, right? She's a news reporter. Even growing up, she filmed everything. So her mom's like, man, I miss my daughter. Let me go ahead and go to her room and watch all her, her tapes from back in the day. And she continued to watch all these tapes until she got to the final tape, which was Anna's 16th birthday. And on that tape, we end up seeing Anna get assaulted, and her mom, she had to sit up there and watch that. Getting sexually assaulted is bad, you know what I'm saying? And then for the parent to watch it and how graphic it was, she said, hell nah, because we know that Catherine ended up leaving her. Now, Anna,
small asterisk, her friends were watching these three guys that they invited into their little party in the woods there for her 16th birthday. Anna here was hanging around some white girls, and they invited some dudes, some grown-ass men to come party with them. They tried to rape Big Girl here, who ended up turning into the blonde hair character Lexi that you've seen earlier. They tried to rob Big Girl here, and she got the fuck up because Anna helped her. Like, yo, get off of her. Instead, they threw her on the bed, and when she looked for Catherine to help her, Catherine didn't help her. She ran. She got raped on tape, and the other three girls that were there, which is her husband's sister and two other mean girls, saying happy birthday while she was essayed. It was nasty work. And if I was her motherfucking mama, I'd have rolled the same way. Unpopular yet popular opinion. everybody in this movie that died deserved it.
Was the one that stepped up when the guys was all over Catherine. And we know that Catherine ended up leaving. She was scared as hell. She left Anna to defend herself, and the guys sexually assaulted her. And then we had Jack's sister. She was there, Zoe. She was just looking, laughing. Helen, she was there too, laughing. And then we had Rachel, which the show started off with as far as who killed her. She was there too, the ringleader. They just sit there and watched what happened to Anna and thought it was funny. Like, really? Oh, hell nah. Her mom saw this and she said, you know what? Oh, I got to get revenge on all these bitches. They got to pay. And that's exactly what ended up happening. I mean, her mom was already pissed about what happened, with her grandbaby, and she blamed herself for it. Her daughter.
Punisher and Valkyrie went out for a date night, left their newborn baby with mom here, and the baby ends up dying in the crib. They call it crib death or something like that. I've never heard anything like that. It was really sad to watch Tessa Thompson hold that baby's body in her arms and cry, and watch this woman who played as her mother cry and just look to the sky like, how could this happen? Because the first thing we thinking is, yeah, it's crib death or whatever, but I was in charge. I was in possession of this child. This happened under my watch. So she never could forgive herself for that. But what she can do is ride for her daughter who got essayed by the people that she thought were her friends.
Daughter ain't there no more. So she says, you know what? I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? You never underestimate what a mother would do for her child. And
that's a fact.
When they gave us the backstory, we found out that.
I'm going to tell y'all something out there. A good mom, she don't play by her kids, bro. She don't play by her kids, bro. She'll take you and her up off the earth about her kids, bro. I'm telling you. A good mom, yeah. A good mom don't play about her children their entire life. Not after they get grown, as you do what they don't play about their kids their entire life. You never stop being a parent. See, that's the thing about our generation or the folks that raised us. They get their ass on their shoulders and they figure that they don't want to be your mom no more because of some dumb shit that they did. You feel me? Or they don't want to be a parent no more because now y'all are somewhat equals. You're an adult, they're an adult. You know what I'm saying? But a good mom, don't play by their kids, and she'll take you up out of here about that. You understand me?
Anna's mom, she used to clean for all the families to school and all that. So she had all the keys to these places. They never expected her to do anything. And years later, she still had the same keys. The locks never changed. I mean, she was smart. And we know they had the storyline like she had like dementia or whatever, like she was losing her memory. She was out, at night with no clothes on. She was losing her mind. That's the game plan that she had to make it seem like she was mentally out of it. You know what I'm saying? They did not expect the older lady to do this. And I love how they revealed it at the very end with, her mother writing her that letter, letting her know, like, look, this is what I did. I did this for you. And to me, they deserved it, plain and simple.
Facts.
I'm one of those guys that did that to Anna to get dropped off too. But hey, it is what it is. We know she ended up catching.
If she could have found them, she'd have got them too. Please believe those guys that did that to her. If her mama could have found them, she'd have got them too.
And 3 bodies got them up out of there. And hey, we know the game plan was to just have Lexi take the fall, and that's it.
Okay. Detective Patel here. Detective Patel, I loved her character in this show, right? But I thought because she was so nosy, she was getting so close to finding out that Jack was actually smashing old girl, the original body that came up in the damn at the beginning of the show. He was actually smashing the victim. He would have been immediately looked at as a suspect if they would have found out that he was smashing that girl. So he was doing everything he could, all 6 episodes, to not get found out by this smart and too close motherfucker right here. She just did not let up, bro. She didn't let up at all. And it got her knocked out. But honestly, somewhere deep down in me, I thought Jack was going to go ahead and get her up out of here because she was too nosy. She was too nosy. I said in the first episode, I told my wife, I said, if he the killer, he going to end up killing his partner because she going to get too close. Or I said, if the wife's the killer, and a good man will do anything to protect his wife. I might have to take you on up out of here so you don't get my wife messed up. Either way, I thought she was out of there.
We know Jack's partner. She dropped her off. She saw her with that strap. The strap wasn't even loaded. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. She ain't here no more. So we smoking on that Lexi pack.
That's a
we
fact.
Smoking on that Rachel pack, that Zoe pack, that Helen pack. And to be honest, I really don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? They got what they got. And I was just happy that the mother was able to get that revenge for her daughter. That's all I really cared about. I love the twist that we got. And y'all let me know. Jack, he was kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he's a detective, but to me, he kind of slow in the head. I don't get it.
Yo, Mark Dark, why you say he's slow?
I mean, he was swabbing his niece or whatever with
my man swabbed his niece's mouth to kind of mess with the DNA of the evidence that they might find on the body to again cover his tracks that he had any dealings with this girl. And his sister found out and immediately was like, "You killed Rachel, didn't you? Because you swabbing my baby's mouth, talking about something we were playing detective." She said, "Who the fuck plays detective with a kid?"
The DNA and all that stuff. I mean, he was doing too much, clapping cheeks at night in the woods with Rachel. And then we know his wife, she don't like Rachel any damn way. In the crime scene, it was literally right by a damn cemetery. Like, come on.
Okay. One plot hole that I don't know what's up with it, right? When the show first comes on, you see Anna, you see Tessa Thompson's character, Anna, come in the door, and she's got a raincoat on and she's distraught. She's like breathing real hard. She's kind of slick, crying and breathing real hard. She goes to the kitchen, immediately opens up the kitchen. The camera pans down to muddy footsteps. She opens up a bottle of liquor or wine. She downs the motherfucker. She starts crying a little bit. Then you see her in the bathroom washing under her fingernails, and then she lifts up her lip like this, and you can see like maybe somebody punched her in her shit or like poked her in her mouth as if she had just been in a tussle and got rocked in her shit. Her whole gums and all that shit was swollen. That tooth was just in there looking crazy. Next scene, you see her going to the dentist, and the dentist is like, "Yo, I can give you something for the pain, or I can pull it out." Woo. So I'm like, that's the one plot hole. I never found out what happened to her. All we know is that she was watching him clap the victim's cheeks in the rain. But like, what? That's a plot hole to me. I'm sorry.
I mean, he gonna clap cheeks by the dead, and then you're gonna go back to the crime scene. He was doing a lot.
He was
some mistakes. I know he was.
He was, bro.
Richard clapping Anna's cheeks. I know he was pissed. Your boy Richard. I mean, he had Anna and he had Lexi, but apparently choosing Lexi was his.
This asshole right here marries the Lexi character, but he's the cameraman for Anna. You know what I'm saying? Tessa Thompson's character, because she's a news reporter. She let him hit Tessa Thompson. Let him hit first night, and then gonna tell that man in his face to her husband's face, talking about some, "Yo, I'm a passionate man. I'm full of, you know what I'm saying, vigor. Your wife should know about that vigor." I said, man, if you don't knock him out, luckily he's the Punisher, and that's exactly what he did. He knocked boy out. Man, he minked him, dropped him.
Downfall because it did not end well for him. I know he was saying that she didn't do it, which was the case. She did not do it, but don't nobody give a damn, Richard. I mean, Lexi's boss didn't even give a damn about her. He wanted Anna to come back and take the position that she had in the first place, helping her out and all that stuff. So it really did seem like
he kind of did, but he was like playing the fence too, because he gonna tell her, "Don't worry." He gonna tell the white girl, "Don't worry. She's not as strong as she used to be." What? Whose side you on, my boy?
Didn't nobody really like Lexi any damn way.
That's a fact.
She probably won't be missed. But down below, I want you guys to let me know, how did you feel about this show? To me, it was a solid mystery type show with a great twist within a twist. And I know right now it's the #1 show on Netflix. So, and as I told you, it is Mark Dark approved.
All right, man. Salute to Mark Dark. That was the review on His and Hers. I'm telling you, go watch it. I just told you what happened in the movie, and you still not gonna fuck with it the way that you would if you just go ahead and see it. You know what I'm talking about? Netflix, His and Hers, that shit is it's some za. It's some za. Roll you up some, pull you up some, you know what I'm saying? Fill you a bowl, roll you a drink, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can sit back with that. That's gonna keep you on your toes a little bit. You're gonna be in there playing detective yourself. All right, man. This has been another great sesh, man. Starting off this good Monday. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired than a bitch. Y'all don't understand me, man. I got I went running on the motherfucking treadmill. As soon as I slowed down a little bit, my legs told my son, you gotta get your groove on. I was fucked up. Shit got tight, but I kept through it though. Y'all be easy out there, man. It's your boy Slave DBIC, man. This has been another episode of the Offenders Initiative podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share a like. Tell a friend how my cheddar spin, and we're gonna get on up out of here. You know?